Volume is overrated. It's a flawed concept, and there isn't even an agreed upon definition of it. What is volume? Sets times reps times weight, number of hard sets, number of hard reps. What about the total time it takes to get through a session? What about the total time the bar is on your back or in your hands during a set? What about rest between sets or even rest between reps within the same set? What about the range of motion of a given exercise? What about the speed of contraction or the exercise tempo? Or time under tension? Or even time under tension at certain muscle lengths rather than other muscle lengths? All of these things matter to the equation or what volume is supposed to represent. What is more volume, 3 sets of 5 or 4 sets of 5? All of those aforementioned variables matter to answer that question. When people speak about volume or when they recommend something like, well, if you want to increase your muscle mass, you have to increase the volume of lifting, and they act as though you can anticipate a certain adaptation by manipulating only a few variables in the weight room, what they're attempting to do is quantify the magnitude of stress. You can change the sets and reps and maybe a couple of other variables that you hypothesize to further a desired adaptation, but the real intention is to change the magnitude of stress. And that's what's really the important concept at play here. It's the magnitude of stress. And you want to change the magnitude of stress in a manner that's going to elicit a desired adaptation. And quantifying that just isn't possible. Can you factor in all those variables that I mentioned in the beginning of the video? How about all the accessory exercises? How about walking your dog or other non-exercise physical activity? How about your sleep quality? It is insufficient to adjust the sets and reps or the total amount of weight lifted in a session and then have the confidence that you are going to increase the rate of strength adaptations or hypertrophy adaptations. That's why I don't even like using the term volume. It just doesn't mean anything. And why I am a proponent of using the effective reps model. The effective reps model seems like a very effective way to help determine the amount of work you should be doing during your training sessions. It's simple, it's easy to auto-regulate, it cuts out all of the math that many people feel like they need to do. All you really need to do with the effective reps model is ask yourself 2 things. Did the set that I just performed require high effort and intention? If you can answer yes to that, you probably activated high threshold motor units. And even with that high effort, did the weight move kind of slowly? Did you feel like you were close enough to failure for the set to be stimulating? This provides a really easy framework for many people to use when gauging how hard they need to train or how much work they should perform. And most people can figure out how to train this way fairly quickly. So stop worrying about volume.